Romeo Juileta podcast.
All right, welcome back to the Smoker Section podcast. I am Chris, and as always, I'm here with my partner in crime, Mr. Freddy.
What up, y'all? How y'all doing today? Today we have a really good guest. That's your friend, your ex-coworker, right?
Yes,
Tracy?
me and Tracy used to work together. Tracy, go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Tracy. Good friends with Chris and Alejandro. I know Freddy from the game. I ain't never seen him before. He's like the Wizard Kelly.
The what?
The Wizard Kelly.
The Wizard Kelly?
Yeah, you hear him,
Yeah.
but you can never see his face. It's like, that's what it was.
I try to stay away from the limelight, bro. I don't like the limelight. Just,
Yeah, I feel you.
That's why you started a podcast with me?
yeah, I'm behind the scenes. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool, man. Thank y'all for having me.
Oh, definitely
Of
for
course.
coming.
Yeah.
When we started the podcast and we were talking about guests, you were definitely one of the first people that came to mind because I know you have an interesting story about where you grew up from and everything.
Oh, yeah, man.
And then
Hella stories.
stories in general that we could talk about, or the past place we worked at. We won't name the place, but we'll talk about.
I'll name it.
And
Well,
then,
before we get to that,
let's talk about what this is the Smoker Section podcast.
this is a smoker section.
I know Tracy
podcast.
passed on smoking today, but
Yeah, which is cool. Like I said, we always give give our guests the opportunity to choose whether or not they want to smoke. Sometimes people are not comfortable smoking. Maybe they don't like it, which is fine. You know, we ask always our
yeah, even if they don't want to, like, even if they're not comfortable wanting to smoke, we won't.
yeah,
start
right.
up.
Yeah,
we
we'll
know,
ask
man.
our interviewers or our guests whether or not they want us to smoke around them. If they don't, then we're not smoke. But since this is the Smoker Section podcast, today I am smoking the Romeo and Juileta 1875 reserve, and this is almost full body stick here, and it's crazy what I just read up on it because again we don't know everything about cigars, but I guess I didn't know that Romeo and Juliet was one of the first Cuban cigars, original Cuban cigars ever made, which is weird because you could get these everywhere now.
Yeah, it's like one of the top brands now, right?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys tend to go straight to, not specifically the reserve ones. I've seen the other ones that have like the red and like white band that I smoked in an earlier episode. And shit, that's pretty good too. I mean, but other than that, which one are you smoking?
Today I have got Southern Draw, the Jacob's Ladder, which is a full body, like 100% full body, which I could definitely taste. Like this tastes like I'm smoking black coffee, pretty much.
Yeah, it's a robust cigar there. It's really strong. You can just tell by the color of the leaf. It's a darker ones. The darker ones tend to be
full bodies,
full body ones. Not always the case, but they tend to be.
I really like it so far, though. Like I said, I'm finding it kind of weird because I don't know if there's a lot of cigar smokers like this, but I tend to like all different kinds. Like there's been like one or two that I'm like, kind of didn't like this one, but I'm messing with this one.
Well, it's like anything in life that you do, like whether you drink a lot of alcohol, not a lot of alcohol, but whether or not you dabble in drinking specific types of alcohol, you're not gonna like every single whiskey, every type of tequila, every vodka, every beer, whatever. So everything has, but
It don't smell strong.
Yeah, well, yeah. So with these natural tobacco flavored ones, I mean, you are gonna. It's like cigarettes, it stays in your clothes and you'll smell it. Obviously just wash your clothes, whatever. Because even with the ones we have here, which are the infused ones, the sweet ones, these are sweet in taste, but you're still gonna smell the tobacco. It's not you're gonna go home and you can just smell like, orange juice or whatever. Some sweet juice or some. It's gonna still smell like tobacco.
It smells like sweet tobacco. Like I don't know why when I was little and that I can't think of I think it was my dad's uncle. He used to always smoke the cigars, and they had to have been. I don't know. They always had the infused cigars, right? Because I had to be infused ones because I always remember smelling like a sweet tobacco smell.
Yeah.
And I used to think that smelled good, and even though I had my mom like, oh, that stuff's giving me a headache, and me I'm like, that smells kind of sweet. I like that.
Yeah.
And then I grew up smoking fucking cigarettes, and look at me now.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I've been a year almost.
Who is this man?
A year in March. No more cigarettes. But Tracy, man, I know you worked at Costco.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you still work at Costco, correct?
Yeah, I'm still there.
I wanted to ask you, how was it? I know it's still probably crazy now, but at the beginning of this pandemic, when everything was going on, how was it? Like, give me some horror stories if you don't mind.
Man, it was the beginning of the pandemic. Man, it was crazy. Man, you had everybody coming in buying up all the tissue. Like the tissue gonna protect you from COVID. Like it was so crazy, man. And then We had this one. She's a regular. This one lady, man. She's a regular. She came in. Oh, doomsday is coming. You know, and it was like freaking people out. So I was like, at one point in time, I wasn't really worried about it, but I was like, man, this is kind of scary. Like, dude, was nothing on the shelves, bro. Like lines literally wrapped around the store. People fighting, bro. It was crazy, bro. People getting sick. I'm like, dog, this is wild, man. So definitely, like, it was something crazy, bro. I used to come up like with ways like, man, how am I gonna get out of work today? So I was like, I'm having symptoms of COVID. They's like, you want to go on COVID leave? I'm like, yes, sir.
Did you guys get paid like for COVID leave?
Oh yeah.
See, man, that's crazy, and I think it depends on the company, because I don't know, is Costco like a franchise or like just like a worldwide kind of?
It's a worldwide thing, yeah.
Cause like I know my company, dude, we ain't get shit,
None.
bro. Like it was quite the opposite actually. I had got COVID, or not even that. Before I got COVID, I just had like a regular ass cough, no fever, nothing, just a cough. I don't know, it was the temperature or whatever it was, but that's all it was, the cough. And the supervisor's like, oh, you gotta call her supervisor. You gotta go home, because this was a time when like COVID first hit, and everyone was like super worried about it. Someone sneezed and you're like, oh shit, like you're looking at them like, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, nobody walking past.
Yeah, and it was at around that time. And I know I got sent home for like a whole week. I had to use my fucking vacation time. They made me use my vacation time, all my sick days, everything. And then after I was out of that, then when I actually got COVID, I had to stay at home and then apply for short-term disability. But you have to wait a week. So if I was only gone for, let's say, 10 days, if I got accepted for short-term disability, I only got paid for like those 3 days.
Oh, man, that's tough.
Yeah, so now I'm out a week and a half, a week of pay, with just fucking 3 days, you know what I'm saying, worth of just whatever. And bro, this is ridiculous. This is what hurt. I think this is what really hurt our economy a lot too. A lot of people, up above the government, everybody's saying, we can't work. But how can you tell somebody they can't work, but not give them any subsidized income or something? Like you just say, well, shut your doors down. Fuck it. I don't care if you spend your whole life savings on this. You're done. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fucked up. And, but that's good that you were able to get paid, for COVID and being out. I just kind of, want to say that because I asked a lot of people, and a lot of people were like, no, it's the same thing with my situation where they had to use fucking sick days on that bullshit. But
yeah, man, Costco, they take care of their peoples, man. I can honestly say that, though. They really take care of their people. And then that's when they had came up with the whole COVID leave.
Yeah.
You had to use your vacation time, you had to use your sick time. So they were just like, hey, if you don't feel comfortable, we can't have y'all working in a hazardous place where you get sick, people losing their life. So they was just like, y'all can do COVID leave, And I got a son too. So, and my fiance is like, she works at the bank, and during the pandemic, it was like kind of hard going back and forth and trying to get somebody to watch him. And
yeah, definitely, hell yeah.
Yeah, the pandemic, man. I was supposed to get married and doing back in June, and that messed up everything. So, yeah, man, forget COVID, man.
Shit, not only that though, like I know somebody who passed away who I used to work with from unrelated COVID symptoms. Like, it was a heart attack, and she was a young lady and everything else, and she left behind her son. But the most fucked up thing is that when she passed away, it happened during like the first beginnings of COVID stages where everyone was super scared. Her mother couldn't even have a proper funeral for her daughter.
Oh, that's when we were in lockdown. So.
Yeah, we're on lockdown, and like, dude, imagine like something happens to anyone in your family, and you can't even like your friends or family, her closest family members can't even go see the body, can't even see her, can't even say their their last farewells or whatever. This is bad. This is a fucked up ass time that we're living in right now.
It's horrible, man. Dude. It's fucking horrible. I hate it. I just don't understand it. Well, it's crazy because when all this was happening, in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, is this going to come and go? You know what I mean? But then, because you don't expect this. You only see this in movies, and when you see it in movies, you're like, oh, that'll never happen.
Right.
Well, that movie that came out, I don't know if you've
Contagion,
seen it.
Right?
Contagion, yeah. It was, supposed to be like
pretty
this.
similar, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, no one ever thinks, because in our lifetime, I mean, we had a swine flu, but the swine flu wasn't like this.
Yeah, man.
We're in school and shit when that happened.
That's what I think. That's what our first thoughts were when this hit. Was like, oh, is this another swine flu?
Right.
It's gonna come and go.
Just like it's gonna be over with. Yeah, nah. I saw it. I saw it firsthand, man. My mom had caught COVID like right when it happened, man, and she was almost about to die, bro. Like she was like on her last legs, like yeah. I was just like everybody was getting ready for her. Like I'm like, well, dang, OG, but she fought though. She really fought, and when the COVID hit though, I was just praying that nobody that I knew or got close to was gonna hit it. But my mom was the one that had it, and she was sitting there, bro. She was just on the couch slumped. I'm like, OG, you good? Like, you all right? It just messes you up. So now she got to walk around with a
oxygen tank.
Oxygen tank. She got COPD now. So
what's COPD?
It's like I forget the name.
I forget.
It's like a lung disease, right?
Yeah, it's something with the lungs.
Yeah.
I forget what it stands for, but I know, like, it boils down to like severe bronchitis.
Yeah.
And then some other I can't pronounce that.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going through something similar now. I mean, Chris, you know my father. He's in ICU now, actually.
Oh, damn.
You know, battling COVID right now, and
get well, pops.
Yeah, definitely, man. But I feel your pain as far as that. You know, you just never know. You know, obviously it hits elderly people harder, especially when they already have like other diseases like diabetes or like high blood pressure, anything. Shit, fuck, you could have fucking thin hair or balding and you could get and be super sick with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like everything affects it supposedly, but yeah, dude. But I feel that shit. But yeah, man, fuck this COVID shit.
Yeah, like, I'm tired of it, man. I'm ready, man, dude. I'm so over COVID, bro. It's messed up everything, man.
Yeah, man. It's just like stunned everything. Like, I feel
love,
like everything's
love life.
Still. It don't even feel like a year passed by. Like,
seriously.
Me and my girl argue so much not because of COVID. I don't know, but we just argue, and I think it's because of COVID. That's it. COVID messed up everything. It messed up everybody's mood, everything.
Yeah. Well, I know. Also, like, people who like suffer from depression, anxiety, shit like that.
Yeah.
Being at home, locked in, not able to do anything. I can just imagine how that affected their mental health, or mental disabilities that they have already. Because at least back then, you could probably, I guess hide it or whatever, but go out and talk to friends, families, and, maybe it might help a little bit. But now it's like, fuck, you can't even see your family. What if you have family out of town or something? You can't do anything.
Yeah, and then like you're secluded, like people that have the depression, like you said, they're secluded with their deepest and darkest thoughts.
Right,
That's what usually they don't want to be. So, yeah.
Imagine sitting on the couch looking at the TV and you're fucking already going crazy and shit. You're within your thoughts and then you're looking at the news and you hear all these cases and the cases keep going up and up and up and the deaths keep going up and up and up. And then that just like, fucking fucks them up even worse.
Yeah, when I was looking at all those cases going on, I'm like, man, I never go outside.
Yeah, shit.
I ain't never gonna go outside again. Like, bro, it was crazy. Like how like a little germ, man, could just attack your whole body, and it's like that's crazy to me, man.
And the thing is, with both of you guys, like Freddy, you have 2 kids. You have your daughter and your son. Tracy, you have your son. So I know, just like you guys are more worried for them and their futures right now too. Like, what are they gonna have to? You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Shit.
So that's definitely because you guys. I think you guys have you guys' sons are both around the same age.
Oh, yeah. Mine's 3.
Yeah, mine just turned 3 December. Yeah.
Cool, man. I love my son. He's a cool dude. Yeah.
I love my son, too.
Yeah.
He's an asshole.
Think about my son, man. I can't teach him anything. He's like, he knows it already.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like these kids these days, bro, they so advanced, bro.
And, man, it's fucking...
I was dumb when I was little.
Yeah, Dude, you ain't lying. I mean, shit, I was born 90, and it seems like they act like they're fucking like 6, 7, 8 years old already. Bro, they're only 3.
Dude, it's so mind-boggling to me. So, I let my son play the game, and I let him play Spider-Man. Spider-Man's kind of advanced. You got to know how to,
Yeah.
He's really killing it. I'm like, dude, how?
Like, he's better than me at this shit.
I'm like, man, dude is so smart, man.
Yeah.
Dude,
well, shit, Chris knows. Every time we play Call of Duty, we have the mic set. You can hear my son in the back, saying all these words, talking, like making animal noises, talk because he loves animals and dinosaurs.
Yeah, so he's always
That's
throwing
like his
out a
favorite
different
thing.
like animal name all the time. It's like, damn, he knows like an ostrich. He knows all these,
like all
animals
these, all these crazy. I'm like, yes, I gotta repeat it, because he needs that acknowledgement. He'd be like, Daddy, look, this is a cow. And if I don't say shit, he'd be like, Daddy, look, this is a cow. I'm like, yes, it's a cow, so I see it.
Yeah, that's how my son is. My son loves trains and like machines and stuff.
Yeah.
Like he likes excavators and
dope.
yeah, and it's like my son, he knows how to like do patterns and stuff. Like it's crazy, bro. Like the way his mind works is like it's so wild to me, bro. Like I'm like, man, I was never that smart, bro.
Yeah,
never.
dude, fuck.
Even today, bro. I'm like, how you do that? Like I'm like, bro, how you do that? But that's my little dude, man. He's cool.
I think though it's because like they have like tablets and they have all this technology.
They have more things that bring them more advanced than we.
Because growing up, what did we have? We had a fucking box TV, not like the tube TVs.
I call it the big booty TVs.
The one that was built into furniture. Yeah. We had them with the knobs.
With the knob,
you gotta pop it out or something and twist it and shit.
There was always like a knot missing though, right?
Yeah, but all you needed was pliers.
Yeah,
I had a big booty TV and the volume button was missing. I had to stick my finger in there to turn.
I don't even think that was saved, bro. Then you smack the fuck out of the TV, but it actually worked. Dude, if you blow or sneeze on these TVs we have now, those flat screens, it'll break. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no. Going back to my point. But going back to my point though, I think kids nowadays are super smart because of the technology that we have.
Yeah.
Back then, all we had was cartoons to watch that weren't so advanced as the ones you have now, because my son likes watching these little kids play with other advanced technology toys or whatever, and they see that shit.
What was that kid's name? Russell is Hughes, right?
Oh no,
is that his name?
You talking about that kid that got like $1 bazillion now?
Yeah, because
kid would, man, come on, I rob him.
Yeah, what's his name, Alex?
Ryan.
Ryan.
World, right?
Yeah, Ryan.
Oh yeah. Wait, is that the little dude that be on YouTube?
Yeah. I think he's like 9 years old, but he started this when he was like I think 7 or 6 or some shit probably, and he's worth like millions of dollars now.
Oh my god.
And I think all he did was just like
he reviewed toys, right?
Yeah, I think reviewed toys.
Oh my god.
Get your sons into that, man.
I'm take all my sons.
Well, shit, I gotta buy them toys first to review.
Hey, like you were saying, but they have all this smart stuff. When I was a kid, the only thing I can remember I had was the little thing that you spin and it landed and it said, the cow goes moo.
How you doing?
I do remember that shit. Fuck, dude. I think every kid had that shit.
But but I'm not mad about my childhood, though, because at my other job, outside of Costco, I work with kids. And I look at some of these kids, I'd be like, man, like, y'all not living. Like,
right.
we literally have fun, though. We literally have fun.
And when me and you worked there, we didn't even know sometimes it backfired in our face because sometimes they'd be assholes.
Yeah.
We tried to bring the fun to them. We tried to give them that little bit of happiness that we thought they should have.
Yeah.
Remember, we used to try to make them laugh, dance parties. And
yeah, man. Like, show them a little bit of something that we used to do. Like, now these kids' parents, they all messed up. They ain't got nowhere to go. They never. I asked this one girl the other day. I said, "What y'all doing? Playing double dutch?" She was like, "What's that?"
Oh, well, yeah.
I was like, dang.
Shit, even I played double dutch.
That's right. I'm like, who don't know what double dutch is?
Yeah.
So it's just like, and I want to be able to give my son that, like, go outside, play, get dirty, bruise your knees, bleed a little bit.
Yep.
You cry, I'm a pop you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now these kids, they ain't never played outside, never hurt themselves. Like, man, we used to have fun growing up, man. It's just like everything is changing now, bro. Everything.
I don't know what it is. I really don't know what. I don't know if it's the. Well, it's got to be the parents, right?
You got to be.
Because I know my parents, like my dad worked so many hours every day, so he was never at home. My mom was a stay-at-home mom, would feed us, bathe us, all this stuff, take care of us, but she would let us out, bro. We would come in when the fucking streetlights came on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we played and came home dirty as shit, sweaty as fuck, tired from playing all damn day. Fucking, we used to drink water from the fucking hose, bro.
Yeah, man. That was the best water. I don't care what nobody says.
You gotta wait till the yellow shit come out first. All that rust part.
You know what I think? I think that'll cure COVID.
Hey, if you want to try it, I'm not saying go ahead and try it, but
I think it'll cure it.
Drink
I think it'll cure
it. We got Tracy's word right here. That's curing COVID.
Well, I don't know if any water come out. It's pretty cold outside.
Man, that was the best water in the world, bro.
But it's crazy though, because now if you see a kid drinking water from a water hose, you're like, hey, don't do that shit, bro. It's dirty water. You know what I'm saying? But us, turn it. You gotta spigot outside. Turn that bitch on and put your face against the house and shit. They have a water hose.
I don't know if about you guys, but me, my best friend was my best friend at the time. Summertime was just getting on that bike and then just driving to my friend, riding to my friend's house.
Man, bro, I missed those.
The bike. bike in the summertime was the best. Like, that's the thing. Like, I hear about a lot of these. They'll be complaining about, oh, you have to give your kids a screen time, and they only get an hour or two screen time. I didn't have screen like. I wasn't told that you only play this much, and I don't think I needed that. I get that some of these kids might need that now, but I didn't need that because I did like playing my video games, but when it came to like summertime and stuff, I wanted to be out there riding the bike. Cause we have Gibson Woods over here. We would drive over there, just get into do some bullshit, and then come back. And they don't even have public pools no more. And I used to always have my pool ID or my pool card, and we would go to the public pool and just get into nonsense. It was fun, man.
You used to go to Hesville pool?
Well, I lived in Hesville. So, it was Hesville one, and then also I'd go to North Hammond one because that's where my nephew/cousin, let's call him my cousin because we're close in age. We would go, what was that, Pulaski Park. We would go there a lot.
Yeah, I'd go to Hesville. Man, have so much fun, man. That's when I moved out there. Man.
I grew up in Chicago where I couldn't go to public pools.
Well,
I grew up in Chicago. What part of Chicago you grew up in?
The south side, like 87th and Baltimore, down there.
I grew up on 87 at Escanaba.
Bro, really?
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. What year were you born?
95.
Man, you young as fuck.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah, he don't seem like it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up over there. I grew up right with the heart of the Dragons, bro. And right 2 blocks over was the Kings.
Yeah.
And it was just
you remember that store? It's a little store. I forgot what. I think it might be Exchange. I don't think it's Canava. La Lanteña.
Yeah, that's my boy Ozzy used to work there.
Man, bro, I used to go there. We used to go there every Sunday, get like tamales or carnitas and shit, groceries from there. Bro, that was our trip. We'd walk there and back, and man, I don't know how you grew up, Chris. I don't know. It's just something about, you always hear all the time. It's something about Chicago, man. That's
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't have that, but we did have our like corner stores like that. But I know it has to be a different feeling than being out there in Chicago, having.
But the thing is that I noticed though, here in Indiana, everything's so far away.
It is.
Like you have a corner store, but it's like 2 blocks that way. You know what I'm saying? And you got to
go. You guys probably just right down the street.
Right down the street. Everything was right there.
Everything. And like a 3-block radius, you have a liquor store. You have a pizzeria there. You'll have a candy store here, a corner store there, another corner store. You'll have a supermarket, whatever.
So then moving out this way, it was like a big culture shock.
Man, when I moved over here, bro, I was like, Mom, what are we doing? Like, we moved to Glen Park in Gary, and right across the street it was like the 100-acre woods. It was like abandoned buildings everywhere. I'm like, Mom, what are we doing? Like, what are we? Shut up! It's just not. You want to be ducking, dodging bullets every day? I'm like, well, no, but this is disgusting. I don't want to be over here. But yeah, Chicago was like, we used to have block parties, man.
Oh my God.
We used to have the elote man walking down. Yeah. Like, man, it used to be so fun, bro.
Well, I think block parties were like, you guys have block parties out here too, right?
Steve, so out here, when I moved to this part in the Hesville Hammond area, not so much, but when I was younger, and then even, I moved out there at a young age, like at 6 years old, I told you, right?
Yeah.
When I lived in East Chicago, Markstown area, but the thing is, my sister still lived out there when I was young. So she would always watch me a lot because both my parents would work. So over there, they would always have block parties. There would always be the elote man that we'd always try to catch. I remember one time, man, I was so pissed. We got the elote, and I dropped it, and then right in the fucking dirt, and I picked it up. It was all covered in dirt. And everyone's like, just eat it. It's fine. I'm like, I'm not going to eat that shit.
I'm eating it. I'm not wasting no elote for nobody.
Man, I would fucking cry like a motherfucking baby, bro.
Man, bro, we used to get it for like $1, bro. They used to come. And the ice cream dude, too.
With the cart and shit.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because, like, back then in the 90s, bro, like, I remember, they were like 35 cents. And like 25 cents.
Yeah.
Now the ice cream bars, dude, they're like fucking $1.50, $2, $2.50.
I paid $2.50 for one.
I remember when like the hot Cheeto bags would be like $4 for $1, the little ones.
Oh my God!
I remember getting them for 25 cents, bro. And then it used to be like these little points on the back of the chips you can cut out.
Yeah.
And you collect so many of them. Yeah, bro. Those was the good times, bro. These kids don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, but that's then again we go back to like how kids are raised now. Well, they don't have that freedom. Dude, we lived in... Because obviously I know where you grew up now because I also grew up around, the Dragons and shit right there.
Mm-hmm.
And, so... we lived in like a really... Everyone who lives in Chicago basically lives in a really gang-infested, neighborhood, bro. You can't get away from this shit.
I done seen so much stuff, bro.
But just the fact that our parents still let us go walk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, dude, like my house, because I lived in the corner, and there was an alley there, and the house I think next to us was abandoned. Bro, our house was always fucking tagged up with gang signs and everything else. It was a white house with white siding. So my dad, every fucking like week, he had to go spray paint and white and shit. Our house was like shit, bro, because of that. You know what I'm saying?
Ours had dragging stuff everywhere, bro.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
I remember I used to go to Arnold Morella's. I don't know if you heard of it.
Yeah, I used to go there too.
Yeah, I went. It used to be called Philip Sheridan.
I went. Remember I told you?
You did, yeah.
So and I don't know what episode was that, but we talked about it, and I was telling him that I went there and it was called Phil Sheridan. But I guess there was like an activist dude or like a guy who was trying to do good for the neighborhood. I think he died due to gang violence. He got killed by. I don't know if he got tried to get robbed. I don't know if you know the story. I think he almost got tried to get robbed, or they tried to rob him. They killed him, and that's when they named the school after him, Arnold Morales.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah, I think it was something like that. I might be wrong, but I think that's what I heard or whatever. But yeah, I went there when it was Phil Sheridan.
Yeah, so you probably know my cousins and them, but yeah, man, that school used to be crazy. I remember we had to walk home from school because I used to Escanaba with straight shots, straight down. Then see the Kings and the Dragons into it. Hey, bro, go to the crib. Go home. Go home. That's how it used to be. Go home. You finna shoot. Tell me twice. I'm out of here. My uncle ended up. They actually shot my uncle up. Some Kings had shot my uncle. We was coming back from Rainbow Beach on 75th. I guess they was following my uncle. And some Kings had pulled up. They thought my uncle was a dragon.
No.
They shot his car up, but he was cool though. He was able to crawl up out of there. But yeah, he just got shot up pretty bad. That's when things just started taking a turn for the worse. And like me, I couldn't escape it because my dad was one of the original MLDs, Maniac Disciples from Humboldt Park.
Oh, from Humboldt Park, okay.
Yeah, so I leave from there, be in Escanaba, and then I had to go to Humboldt Park. Dog, Humboldt Park was like on another level, bro. Like it was crazy. It was like no escaping it, bro.
There really wasn't. And I think, and that's why I say, man, a lot of people who, I mean, I only lived in Chicago for like 10 years. My parents took me out of there, which I'm glad they did, because I have a friend who turned into the, who joined the gang out there and ended up dying because of it. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people who join gangs out there but end up leaving it, and they're out here now. You know what I'm saying? They have kids, they have family now, and everything else. But I feel like, man, I really do feel like there's something about Chicago that it breeds you different, man. It builds you some way, and I'm glad I had that experience, seeing all that shit, so I could tell my son, dude, this is not what it is. It's different, and you don't need to do that, and this and that, and kind of show him and my daughter a different way, because my daughter was born on 30th and Pulaski, damn little village.
Oh,
So I know she done seen some shit too. She's 11 now.
Oh yeah.
I moved her out. My girlfriend too. She's from out that way, and I know she's seen a lot of shit too. She knows a lot of people who were gangbangers and died, and friends and all that shit. So yeah, it just builds you to be like a certain way, man.
Yeah, and then my fiance always asks me like, why you be always on your toes? Why you always?
Yeah,
I'm like, that's just how I am. Yeah. Like you can't. I was always brought up to like not let your guard down. You got to be aware of your surroundings.
Definitely.
Well, like before we started recording, before Freddy got here, he was telling me recently. Well, it was a run-in with an old client that we knew.
Oh yeah, man.
But go ahead and tell us about
we had
that little run-in you had over there.
Yeah, we had a client that was at our job that me and Chris used to work at.
Oh, because you call them clients, right? You said they're the kids, but you call them clients or whatever.
Yeah, and this little dude, man, he was he's real. In the gang, I think he's a Satan disciple. Yeah. Yeah, he's about it. Like, little kid, he's like 15.
15, he just turned 15
man,
last year.
Tattoos all on his face, like, everything. Pitchforks everywhere, bro. Crazy. So, me and my fiance was just driving one day, and she was like, hey, babe, let's go get some tacos. I'm like, all right, babe, let's go get some tacos. Ain't no good tacos, but you gotta go to the city to get some. Yeah. So, I take I'm snoozing. I wake up, I'm like, man, we on 23rd and what? Oh, man, we in the wrong area. We need to get up out of here. She said, no, we gonna be cool. I said, no, we're not. Yeah. So she like, my girl from Maryville. So she don't ask where she from. Okay. Yeah, so she so she like, hey, we just getting some food. I'm like, all right. So she pull in. She driving my car extra fast. I don't know why. I see one of the clients, he's hanging out the car, but I didn't know it was him. Mm-hmm. He was like,
he had that shag, so
he had the shag. So I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I'm like, oh, dude, finna shoot us up. So I get out the car. He's like, Mr. Tracy. I was like, Flacco. I was like, I was like, I was finna shoot your car up, bro. I was like, but he was for real.
Yeah.
He's 15. He had a Drake. I saw it. I saw the Draco, and I saw his little pistol he had, and I was just like, man, thank you. Like I thought you was gonna shoot us, bro. But like, that's just how he grew up. I wasn't mad at him. That's just how he is, bro. Like it was crazy, man. Yeah, Chicago is definitely a place that I don't want to be. You know what I'm saying, by myself or. I don't know, man. Chicago, it definitely has changed since I've grew up there. It's changed.
Hell yeah, definitely.
It gave me eerie vibes. Like I used to love this pizza place called Diarco's.
On 87?
87, bro.
Oh my god, bro, they got big slices.
Big slice. They give you like half the pizza, bro, for like $1 or $2. Yes, bro.
Damn.
Big as fuck. I think now it's like $5, but I couldn't come with a drink or something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my big ass.
I came in, bro.
I don't want you to go there.
True. Yeah. You right.
Bro, I came in one day. He gave me a pizza, and I always go to Diarco's, and like the people know my family. So I go up in there. So I saw this dude come in. He said, "What you is?" I'm like, "Excuse me." He's like, "What you is? You be banging?" I'm like, "Nah, bro. I don't. Young dude. Yeah. I could have easily beat him up, but I'm just like, come on, man.
Yeah.
That's just how, man. Chicago is like that. But a lot of people has been what you call it? They got locked up or some of them dead. But we used to have like it used to be solid. They used to be solid people. But now you just got kids running around thinking they something. I'm like, no. I was around when it was this dude named Diego. He was like one of the leaders of the Dragons. He was a cool dude, man. Like looked out for the neighborhood. His soldiers looked out for us. You know, made sure we got home safe. They ain't got that no more.
Right.
That's why everybody just dying, bro. They're just getting shot, bro. It's like no rules, no nothing.
That's what I was gonna say too. Like growing up there, my uncle, he lived on, I think it was closer to 83rd. I think he lived on Baltimore too, though. But it was all Dragon around there. But he had a corner store there, and like in the middle of like Dragon Hood. But like again, like everyone looked out for each other because they knew him, they saw him every day. They know, and he has 3 boys, so they knew like what the fuck, but. It was always respect, unless you disrespect, obviously. But nowadays, bro, you can't even wear shit. I can't wear this hat going.
Yeah, me either.
You know what I'm saying? I can't wear like anything. I can't even wear pink.
You can't.
I can't wear yellow. I can't wear pink, brown, anything, bro. Orange, nothing.
And that's the difference. That's the difference between Indiana and Chicago because they actually still bang over colors now too.
Yeah,
they still do that.
Yep.
Yeah,
when I first got here, I went to EC Central. I was, because I lived in Hammond for about 3-4 years or whatever it was, 5 years maybe until I came to EC. And then I came here in 8th grade to West Side. That was my first year here out in EC. And now when I went to Central, I hear stories like, oh, they got Visors here, they have GDs here, they got Latin Kings here, and then Sureños too, right? And I was like, damn, what the fuck? And, going from back home, from Chicago, I mean, yeah, obviously I heard of Visors, but they were west.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't in the south side that I knew of.
It wasn't all like together, like in the
they
same
were
school.
Together.
I was saying it wasn't all in the same school.
No,
like that,
Bowen,
right?
bro,
Bowen. Oh yeah, my sister went to Bowen, bro. Both my sisters, yeah.
My brother went to Washington.
Wow.
Yes, you know what I'm saying, the east side.
Yeah.
But they're all together.
Oh, okay.
Dude, there's no escaping it. They're all mixed. That's the thing because one block you have this, the next block you have that, this block you have another. You know what I'm saying? They're all intertwined. But when I went to EC Central, bro, I was like, where the fuck, dude? Like, growing up in like a Dragon neighborhood, I have that mentality of like, we don't like this kind of, that gang from that side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then we don't like these over here or whatever. Not saying that I was a gang member because I wasn't, but I associate with a lot of people I knew. That I would see them walking around and all that. But going to EC Central, bro, like they ain't bang colors.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? And I saw a dude wearing like certain colors shaking up a different game. I'm like, bro, like, do you know what the fuck you're doing? Like,
right.
like, that's
bro,
not.
I used to see that all the time,
color,
bro.
like,
It's just crazy to me, bro. And I went to these Gary schools, bro. I see GDs and Vice Lords shaking up together. I'm like,
I see that shit too.
Where I'm from, bro, y'all would have been dead, bro. Yeah, like, definitely. For real.
But man, dude, that's I seen the same shit. Now I was confused as fuck, bro. I was like, bro, like what the fuck is going on? Yeah. But that kind of, that's why I didn't take it as serious here, because, like again, coming where we come from, that shit's serious.
It's very serious.
And like I see that shit, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go this way. I ain't see nothing. I ain't saying shit, whatever. But here, bro, it's like everyone was cool.
Freddy, I don't know if I ever asked you. I can't remember. We do so many of these episodes, but you went to EC Central when they had that huge riot, or
Yeah, I was actually on the front page.
oh, you were in the front page of that.
If actually, I think if you actually Google it, you could probably still see me on the front page because we were walking in like a single file line, and we had a SWAT everywhere, and then it was crazy because it was like a fucking movie scene, bro. Because we couldn't see all the parents outside, and they walked us out, and there was like I guess already like a photographer there, like for the news or whatever, and they caught a picture of me while I was walking out, and I was like on the front page of the EC paper or whatever the fuck it was, riot incites and all that shit. But yeah, dude, you walk out like a sea of parents. They got called, and everyone's yelling and like crying and trying to see if their son or daughter's okay. It was fucking like crazy.
I think I remember that. It was like in
that my junior year. I think it was 2008.
Yeah, I remember that.
2008, yeah. That was just nuts though because like it was. I don't really don't know what the fuck was going on. A lot of people saying it was like gang thing, but it wasn't. It was basically like a racist thing.
Yeah.
It was Hispanics versus black people, and that's basically what it was, But I don't know why, because I was cool with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I was cool with both sides, and not necessarily gang sides, but just with Hispanic friends.
Yeah.
And, I had a lot of black friends because you can't get away from it. That school was damn near half and half. Hispanic maybe 1% white, if that. I don't know.
Those are like the trashy white people, though, right?
Yeah. If that. Like I said, if that.
The Andrews.
I don't know now, so but
if you know Andrew's a guy that we used to work with, that's all. So.
Yeah, we gonna say you gonna keep it there. Yeah, but yeah,
he was something else.
Yeah, man, but it was diverse where we were at in Chicago on 87th.
Yeah,
it was real diverse, and I my block was full of Latinos, bro.
Yeah.
And like that's what I grew up around. That's why I like Latinos. Like I gravitate to them. Like that's what I grew up around.
Well, don't you you have some Latino in you, right? Like,
yeah.
You're like what 25%?
Probably like something like that. Yeah. On my dad's side.
Have you done your ancestry thing or like DNA shit or no?
No, I just know from family.
From family.
Yeah, my granddad. I can't even explain it.
I did my DNA thing, dude. It was fucking wild.
Yeah, I remember you were telling me.
So, I'll show you after this. I'll try to log in. But mine was 67% Native American. Well, Mexican, like so Indian, Aztec, Mayan, Indian, whatever it is. 23% was from like that Portuguese area because or the Spain side and everything because obviously the Spaniards conquered Mexico, or it wasn't even Mexico back then, but you know what it is. And I was actually 7%, I think, Western African. And there were some parts, like very minute parts of like South Asian and some like Middle East countries too.
Hey,
so I'm all over the fucking, like if you look at my map, because it colors it, there's like, I think the only thing that's not colored in is fucking like Russia. Because I'm part, actually I think I'm not Russian Jew, I'm part Jewish too.
That's crazy.
Somehow, I
gotta do mine.
It's unbelievable. Like, because, you could say, like, oh, I'm 100% Mexican because both my parents are Mexican and this and that. But you don't ever know, bro.
Right.
You don't know if grandma got freaky, like great-great-grandma got freaky. You know what I'm saying? Or granddaddy got freaky. You know what I'm saying? You don't know.
My great-great-grandma got freaky with an Australian man.
But, see, I want to get mine done. Like, both my parents got theirs done, so I get kind of, like...
Oh, they got theirs done?
Yeah, but they got theirs done, but... Even my dad and my mom, they both want me to get mine done. Maybe that should tell me something. I don't know. But they want me to get mine done to see what I got from who. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's not, it's not necessarily going to be cut right down the middle.
Right.
Because reason why my mom got hers done is because my mom was adopted.
Right.
She was adopted from Greece, but she was always curious because my mom, she's weird. She likes that bagpipe Irish music and shit. So she's like, maybe I'm Irish or something. And she came back and it was like, oh, fucking. Plain Jane Greek motherfucker. Like,
oh, really?
Hey, mom, you're just a white Greek lady. That's all you are.
Damn, bro.
That's crazy.
And my dad, he had like the same thing, the Indian stuff from South America, native.
Yeah.
And then my dad was like, 4% African. And then like 2% Asian. I was like...
That's crazy.
Like, what does that mean? But that's crazy, though, like, because it's just, it's unbelievable to see, because bro, we don't know what happened thousands of years ago. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody was, intermingling with each other, and and all this shit, and it's just awesome to see that. Because you see a lot of these white motherfuckers that, not talking bad about them, but you see a lot of white people say, like, oh, they're racist as fuck and white power this, white. Dude, they take that shit, they will have some African in them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I think we all do. I think
y'all great master. They was getting. Come on, man. Our black queens. Come on.
Yeah.
You couldn't. Come on. You couldn't resist her. She was a slave anyway. She barely had no clothes on.
Yeah, man. That's.
I like her. I like her. Get her back.
Well, that's the thing. It's funny. It's funny how they try to like paint a picture of how great these like, forefathers were. And I had took a trip to Virginia before, and when we went there, I didn't know it was Virginia, and that's where Thomas Jefferson's house is. That's on I think it's a nickel or dime. I think it's the nickel, right? Or the $2 bill and stuff like that. Well, we went to the tour, and it's just funny because we all know. I don't know if you guys know. It's notoriously known that Thomas Jefferson got freaky with his slaves, and that he had some kids by them. He had the kids and everything. Well, we're in the tour, and then the lady's like, "Yeah, we know that there's some history and there's some rumors out there about Thomas Jefferson and his workers, his slaves, but we all know that he loved them well and took care of them." And I didn't say shit because that's just not me, but I'm thinking in my head like. Yeah. We know the truth, lady.
Like, okay.
She's trying to tiptoe around us right now.
You're a freak. Thomas Jefferson was a freak.
Yeah, man, that's fucking insane though. But how long have you guys known each other though?
Going on 2 or 3 years now.
Yeah, going on 2 or 3 years.
Because you guys met at Campania.
Yeah, met at Campania. What was that? 2019?
Yeah.
Or 2018?
2018. No, 2019.
2019, like in May, right? Yeah. Because you and him and Alejandro started. Well, I keep saying Alejandro because. At Campania, that's how he was known as Alejandro. So Alex, they both started the same day. They had the same orientation and everything.
Dude's mad funny, bro. Dude's Alex was like, yo, my best friend works here. My best friend works here. The whole time orientation, my best friend works here. Like, yeah, so how are we gonna better the kids? I don't know, but my best friend works here. Like, so I was like, man, I can't wait to meet this dude. So I met him, man. He was cool, man. Instantly, like. We done hung out a couple times. Like, it was cool, man.
I remember one time I let Tracy know it was 4th of July. With that dude Andrew we were talking about. Yeah. He invited us both over 4th of July. But the thing is, I had all intentions of going. But because we were having a great shift that day. We brought the kids. We did a barbecue for the kids. We grilled for them, cooked for them. But then, and we even had like a water balloon fight. But then it turned further worse. Kid said some things to Tracy that really pissed me the fuck off. Tracy, you could tell. Sorry if you want to. A little bit of it.
I would tell y'all, man, Chris is a gangster, dog. Like, Chris is like Big Pun. Like, so I guess dude gets mad. He gets hit with a water balloon. He didn't want to get wet. He didn't want to get wet. It's like 1,000 degrees outside. Yeah. He didn't want to get wet. So he gets hit. He gets mad. He goes back to the unit. He's like, yeah, all you niggers, all you.
Damn.
Chris chilling. Chris didn't go outside with us. So Chris hear him snapping. So Chris is sitting down watching. He said, hey, man, what you say? He was finna throw the remote at him. Like, dude, I promise you, we had a remote on the unit probably like long as this ashtray. He wanted to throw it at him so bad, but he threw it at the couch, dude. It was, dog, when I tell you, man, Chris
because he was like, he was saying, and whatever. He was like singing it, remember?
Yeah, he just, nigga. Yeah, it was over with.
Yeah.
I seen Chris turn to a whole other beast, bro. It was like, I wanted to laugh. Like, the whole time doing the whole, I was like legit laughing at him, bro. Dude, Chris was just funny, man. He had us funny. It's like, all them kids on there, they respected us.
Yeah.
They respected us.
Because we would tell them pretty much like, hey, we'll be cool with you. As long as you're cool with us, like, we're here to have a good time. As long as you guys are, yeah, we have to follow the rules. Yeah, we have to do this at this time, but as long as you're cool with us and be laid back, we'll be laid back with you. But then it takes like one kid like that to ruin the whole day because now we're doing all this paperwork and
dude
stuff.
Was crazy though, dude. That kid was crazy. Like he was weird. Bro was weird. Like
I just don't know how you guys, man, were able to work there for that long. Because I mean, I worked at a right after high school when I graduated. I was 18, and I used to work at a. It was kind of like a mental and like old folks home at one, because a lot of people there, some like had mental disabilities. A lot of them were just like super old, people like it was like a nursing home type shit, and a lot of them like they were sick. Some had cancer, some had like AIDS and shit, other diseases. So it was all mixed, and and these are old people. These are all older people, and I used to work in the kitchen. And, like, everything I would try to do as much as I could for them. Obviously, I couldn't give them money and shit like that, but, like, just give them the extra milk. You know what I'm saying? You would give old people, like, oh, like, teary-eyed, can I get extra milk? Because, like, my CNA or nurse didn't give, not nurse, but, like, the CNA didn't give it to me. Or they right now. Yeah, no fucking problem. Like, it's not my shit.
Right.
This is for you guys, you know? Just, like, just as long as you're respectful and shit like that. And, and there's, you get bonds with a lot of those people. They end up passing away, and like you feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? But like I know some stories that Chris tells me, and then hopefully I get this guy named Dorian on there. Chris kind of knows him. He used to work at Companion 2. I actually work with him now, which is fucking crazy how the world is. That, I know Chris, but I didn't know that Dorian worked there, and he didn't know that he worked with me until I told him. But he would tell me stories, man, and like I don't know how.
You were running a lot of heartbreaking stuff.
Yeah. Like, fuck, dude, I damn near fucking cried when he was telling me. You know?
Man, it's some stuff, bro. Like, me and Alex know this one kid, and Alex makes jokes about this, but it's not funny, but it's funny.
Right.
So, it's funny because we know who the dude is. We know who the client is. But this one client tried to set his sister's legs on fire.
What the fuck?
You see he's laughing right now? So
yeah, but Tracy wrong, though. Because after we found this out, because I think you found out first, right?
Yeah.
And he's telling us this, and then when he comes up, it was like med pass, right? Yeah. So we line the kids up and we call them up by name. They call them up by name. And we're trying to be professional. We're trying to be professional. And you just hear Tracy. He set that girl on fire or some shit like that.
Alejandro kept going on about it. Like, dude, I'm like, Alejandro, stop it. So every time we seen him, it was instant laughing. Laughing. Because the dude, he's a goofy. Like, he's one of those.
You would never think, like, he was such a funny kid.
You would never think that he would do anything like that. So that's why it was so funny. But you read some of these kids' backgrounds, man, and it just make you want to, like, dang. Like we have this one little kid. He's not on my unit, but he's on the unit under me. His name is, we call him La A. But this dude, his peoples gave him up. His real mom passed away. And, like, the people that took care of him, they just gave him up. Yeah. One of the sweetest little dudes ever. But he got a mean streak to him. But if he had the right people, what I'm saying? Right, yeah. To show him how to, be a man and stuff like that, he'll be cool. But
that's how I felt about, like, a lot of the kids. They just needed the right.
They got a lot of hurt in them, man. They got a lot of hurt.
That's what it gets me the most, bro. Because I have, like, a soft spot for, like, kids and shit. Because, I got kids and everything. But, like, I know, like, when we first, like, me and Chris started talking and, like, oh, like, where you work at and this and that. And he would tell me stories and shit like, damn, that's fucked up. And, like, I don't know if you remember, I told, like, dude, like, can we do something? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do they need? Like, so I could probably try to get, like, care packages together.
I usually, donate shoes and stuff.
You know how they do that Christmas thing at the mall?
Yeah.
Freddy just did that this year.
Word?
Yeah, past December. Because, like, the thing is, dude, like I was telling my family, it's like, man, why do we have to stress every fucking year to get each other's gifts that we don't fucking need? Right. Like, I don't need electronics. I don't need this or that. Like, what I'm saying? Your kids don't need shit. Your kids have everything. My kids have everything. My brother's kids has everything. Like, they don't need anything. They don't need money. None of this shit. Like, why can't we just give back? And this year, or, past year, December, I told Chris, like, man, dude, like, I'm going to buy him. Fuck it. We're going to do a charity thing. And he told me about the Christmas tree in South Mall or whatever. And I went, bro. And, like, we got there a little late. It was a good thing and a bad thing. Because we got there a little late. And all they had was, like, all the, like, 15 and over, kids. And I seen that, and it was like a blessing in disguise, because I was like, man, dude, it's like, these are the guys or kids that needs the most love, because they're 15 and 17, 18, whatever. They don't get shown no love, because they think of, I think a lot of people think I'm like, they're fucking adults, like, they don't need shit, you know what I'm saying? Let's get some for this 9-year-old kid or, 10-year-old kid.
Right, they get overlooked, yeah.
So, like, we definitely, bro, I wanted to grab, like, every fucking card on the Christmas tree. We ended up getting, like, a couple, one for each one, one for me, my daughter, my son, and my girlfriend. And then my sister-in-law and my brother got them, for themselves too. But yeah, dude, it was awesome. It felt great to give these kids back, or to give back to these kids. I try to give the kid whatever they asked for, because obviously they asked for it. Obviously they wanted it, but like I said, it just felt great, man, to do it. And honestly, bro, like shit, I think I'm gonna do this every fucking year.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. Yeah, I like giving back too, man. Now that I have a son and I got nieces, a ton of nieces and nephews, they don't have their fathers in their life, so it's just like the reason like I'm staying at the job. It's not because of the money, of course, but I literally try to reach kids. Like I know that I can't reach every last one of them, but if it's 12 kids and I can just reach one of them, I feel accomplished.
Yeah, dude, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, Tracy would just have talks with them, like, and some people, like we used to have like some members, like some of the like guy that we mentioned before.
Yeah.
He would always be like, "Oh, why are you guys even wasting your time?" It's like, because obviously they respect us and they like they could respect Tracy's story half the time because of where you and Tracy grew up from. So they know Tracy's being real with them. They know that he knows what he's talking about. So definitely those kids, they like to hear that stuff. And like the one he mentioned that we seen Flacco, or that he's seen Flacco. We tried to help him so much, but it just at that point it was
just in him.
Yeah,
and I'm not gonna say that we didn't reach him. We definitely did reach him. It's just he's just a product of your environment.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
I don't think those they were gonna let him go either.
Yeah,
like,
they not. Yeah, and that them type of people like. Yeah, they're not gonna let him go.
Yeah, especially if he's doing everything they want him to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, it's sad to say, if he hasn't already. I don't know if you guys know about him now, but sad to say there's only two ways he's gonna end up. Being that,
from what I heard, he's already back in.
Yeah, he's already back in. Yeah.
Oh, is it okay?
Mm-hmm. But just like like just reaching someone. Like I have someone that messaged me now, like, "Hey, Mr. Chris, how you doing?" Like there's one that I liked his name. I think it was before you worked there, Tracy. His name, I can say his name now because he's not in the client. I mean, in that system anymore. But his name is Kenny Coleman. He hit me up and he's like, "Hey," he hit me up on Facebook. I was like, sometimes I'm a little hesitant,
right?
Sometimes you're just gonna ask for ridiculous stuff. But I was like, you know what? He was a good kid. And he was like, "Hey, Mr. Chris, just to let you know, I'm a senior in high school now. I got people looking at me for college for football, and then this and that." And he's like, "If I ever get in anything like that, there's always be a ticket for you. I appreciate everything you did for me." And feeling like that, like I don't even care about the tickets. I just feel like, hey man, he thought of me, like as the person that helped him out, and that like really makes me feel good. Like,
it made me feel good too, man. Some of the kids, they just need a whooping, man.
Oh yeah,
bro. Some of the kids, I'll be in the store. I'll just be looking at these kids, just be talking to their mom or their dad any type of way. I'm like, man, I'll be in a coma right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, a lot of these kids, man, they don't have no home training. They don't have no sort of discipline. They think they could just run the world, bro. Like, no, that's not gonna happen like that.
Man, my problem too is though, like you hear a lot of these Karens, they call them or whatever, and it's sad to say that these Karens are the ones that are like trying to rule this world type shit, to where they're trying to change everything. Like now, obviously, like I said, we grew up with that. Back then, it was called discipline.
Yep.
Hey, like I told a kid once, told his ass twice, third time I ain't telling you, I'm beating the fuck out of you, bro. Yep. That's what it is. You're gonna cry. I don't care. I don't care if we're in public or not. Nowadays, parents are like holding their fucking stress in, holding like, God damn, these fucking kids, like, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of them. But like, they drag them out the store, make a scene, and go beat them in the car or something. Like, bro, beat your ass right there.
Right, you gotta embarrass them.
I usually be taken to the bathroom.
Like,
man, mama, I remember one time I was on commercial. It was this store called Cisco's. I don't know if you remember that. It was a gym shoe spot. It was right next to Foot Locker. It's called Cisco.
They changed that. They changed that store a lot.
Yeah. So they had like a basketball, little basketball floor in the. So I was acting like I'm playing basketball.
Wait, is that not control? But Cisco's, is that the store that has like the clothing store, or jewelry store inside of it?
I think it just has like a jewelry store in it.
I think I didn't talk about that. Yeah.
I don't know if the shoes was fake or not, but
I don't know.
I always thought it was real because it was right next door to Foot Locker.
Right.
So, but I'm in the store, I'm acting a fool, man. I'm jumping around. Oh, Michael Jordan! I'm falling all over the floor. My mama said, "Tracy, stop! I'm trying to handle some business right now."
Yeah.
I'm still sliding over the floor, man. I'm telling you, she picked up a size probably 17 Air Force One and was like, "Bow!" Smacked me with it, and I was just like. Just sitting there confused, man. So it's like when I used to embarrass my mom, she used to embarrass me.
Oh, okay.
And it's only fair though.
Yeah.
It's only fair. I mean, I used to get whoopings, man. You ever got whooped so long you be like, man, when is this gonna end? Like, well, I used to get it bad, man. My mama didn't care where I was at, who I was around. If I'm being disrespectful, I'm doing something I'm not supposed to.
Right.
She gonna give it to me. These kids ain't got that, bro.
That's the thing. Like a lot of like you said, a lot of these Karens act like, you know, we whoop our kids or people whip their kids just because they want to or just because they don't like. And like, no, it's not that. It's discipline, man. This is why you have these kids that are shooting up schools. This is why you have these kids that are spitting their fucking parents' face and calling them by their first name. Bro, if I would have called my dad by his first fucking name, I would have had a size fucking 11 shoe on my goddamn ass, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, my dad used to be like, that's the thing, my mom would give me so many chances because, you know, she knew how my dad was. He's like old school Mexican dude. You know, he worked all the time. So he ain't time for that bullshit.
Right.
You know, he wanted to come home to eat, be with his wife, be with his kids, watch some TV before he had to do it all over again, bro. And my mom would give us chances. You know what I'm saying? She would whoop us as much as she could. If we still acted out, guess what? Daddy's coming home. And my mom would be like, hey, your son did this. He did that. Won't fucking listen. He'd be like, hey, Freddy, come here. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
And he'd be, because he used to wear, like, cowboy boots back there with the thick-ass snakeskin belts and shit and all that.
You definitely getting beat.
Oh, yeah. What he would tell us, he had, like, fucking 10, 15 belts in his closet hanging up. He was like, go get one of them belts. He's like, don't get the thinnest one either. And I'm like, damn, bro. So I come with the thinnest one he had. He's like, try again. And then grab another one. You don't listen, bro. You grab the fattest fucking one you can get and just beat the fuck out of me with, bro.
Man, my mom had a belt called Big Red.
It was a big red one?
It was a big red one, bro. I'm like, telling you, one time I was in school. This when I was going to Morales. And like I'm standing on top of the desk, man. I'm chewing out in front of the little girls and stuff. We're doing this little freaky dance. And I see everybody just run to their seat and I'm like, oh, I'm like, what y'all talking about? I'm saying, you know, they had like the little glass doors at the time with the wood on it. So I'm always peeking around, duck back in, peeking around, come back in. Man, I must have been on top of that desk. All I heard was "Watow." That's the sound the belt made. "Watow." I'll never forget. Man, I thought I was dazed, bro. She hit me right on the side of my neck, bro. I was confused. She was like, I embarrass her, she gonna embarrass me. That's just how it was.
Well, what you call it? I always think about this because I'm like, damn, well, maybe I deserved it. Of course, me and my nephew. I have a nephew that's a little older than me, not Christian, but this is a different one. Sito, the one that kind of hopped me in the basement a little bit. We were younger. We were little as hell, probably like 8. And my sister-in-law had a keychain with pepper spray on it. Mm-hmm. We knew not to touch that, but we were kids and we touched it, and for some reason we played with it and we pepper sprayed ourselves. You think that would be enough punishment, right? My dad came home and beat the shit out of both of us. I was like, damn, I got pepper sprayed and got my ass beat.
But see, I was scared of my dad in a different type of way because my dad was a street dude.
Yeah.
Like my dad was like one of them gangster dudes. And one time my dad tried to whoop me and my brother, and I was like, you weak. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't feel nothing, but I was just like, but it came to my mom from Mississippi. Like, my mom was born in Mississippi. Like, they from the South. Mm-hmm. She ain't play no games, man. Yeah. My mom didn't play no games. When I grew up in Escanaba, the Dragons respected her, bro. Like, she ain't play no games with nobody. Yeah. Like, I had one of those strong, independent black women. Yeah. That was my mom. Like, if I mess up, it's over with. Yeah, it's over. That's what molded me, into the person that I am now. Because I can't see myself letting my son just talk to me stupid. Like I can't.
Dude, I can't. Yeah.
What dude say? Oh, WWE, can this be? Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, bro. I feel bad for him, bro, because if he ever does ever talk to me sideways, bro, I just feel bad for him.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, one time my nephew stormed out the crib. I'm like, man, come here, let me talk to you. No, I'm like, what? Yeah. Oh, it's over with. And I'm in these, man. My mom used to box, so it's just like when she got tired of the belt, man, my mom throw hands. I mean, one time I grabbed my mom, I started getting big, lifting weights, playing football. I was talking back to her or something, and I grabbed her hands. I'm like, you gonna stop hitting me? And I was like, She was like, Tracy, let me go. She just had this look on her.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, okay, like.
Yeah.
Man, my mama came out of her shirt. She was in her bra, like throwing. I call my mom right now. She throwing me, moving like Floyd. My mom moving. I'm like, man, I don't know if I should hit you back or like. Are we sparring right now?
Yeah.
Like, man, my OG was like, she was gangster, bro. Like, she'll do that to anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody, kids too. She didn't play.
Did you ever get growing up in Chicago? Did you ever get? Because I know we talked about this too. But did you ever get that? Like you said, everybody in the neighborhood kind of respecting your mom, bro. Like I don't know if it was like that. We live so close, but didn't you get like neighbors like look out for you all the time?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
like, hey, what you doing? Hey, get the fuck out of here. Someone's supposed to, someone's going down and shit. Hey, go inside. Get the fuck out of here.
I had a best friend, one of my best friends. His name was Felipe. His mom name was Gloria. They were Mexican, and they were just like us. Like, his mom was just like my mom, bro. Yeah. And when she seen one time, me and Felipe was throwing rocks at this house, and she was like, "I'm gonna tell your mom. I'm gonna tell her." I was like, "Please, no, Miss Gloria, please." I'm telling you. And we both got whoopers in front of our mom. Yeah. Like it was real, man. It was real. That's why I'm like, dog, these kids ain't got nothing what we had.
That's the thing. Like we would read, when a new client comes in, you get their background, and some of them would be like mind boggled. Like it'd be like. So to extreme anger and aggression to mother, like, in other words, like they beat on their mom, like, you would never think of doing, like, he just said, like, that little incident was like, and he knew never to do that shit again. You would never think of doing, so it's like, damn, I would never even think of speaking, like, now that I'm older, me and my mom, we mess with each other, like, we'll just, like, do a little banter, but that's it, like, I'm older now, it's just a little banter we do, but you would never think of saying anything wrong to your mom, anything in a different tone, like even to any your mom or father. So it's like to see that you'd be like, what the fuck's going on? Like how did that be?
Yeah, it was crazy, man. My dad was a big jokester, man. Like he was cool. I got away with a lot of stuff with my dad because he was like, my dad was bad. Like he was like 10, 11 years old, gang banging like at an early age. So it's like with him, he didn't really have that discipline. So it was just like, he told me, like, what to do, you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't, like, strict.
Right.
My mom, she was strict on me. My dad on the other end, man, let's go out, let's go get some girls, bro, let's go, you know what I'm saying? How old are you, 15? I had just turned 15. My dad was trying to hook me up with a girl that was 19 years old.
Damn, bro.
Man, dead serious. Trey, she like you. She like you, Trey. I'm like... Man, I'm 15 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with him, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? I could get away with some stuff with my dad. But with my mom, nope.
Well, I know now, working with you used to like to prank your mom a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So I remember one time we were at work, and this dude calls his mom from the unit phone. And I think he probably like did a private call.
Yeah.
And he acted like it was like he handed it to our co-worker, and he's like, hey, act like you're a police department and say that Tracy was locked up, and then he answered like, hey, I don't know what to do, this and that.
She was like, well, you got yourself into it, you better get yourself out. I'm like, man, Mom, she didn't even care. That's just how she is, man. My mom, she didn't play no games. And my sisters had it worse because my sisters were sneaky, and it was just like, my mom, I used to see my mom used to go crazy on my sisters, bro. Yeah. And I was like, when are you going to learn? Like, you can't get nothing over past her face. Like, nothing's going to go over her head, bro. So, with the girls, they got it the worst. But me, I was a little bit sneaky, but I wasn't all the way sneaky, But me and my OG close. And I feel like a lot of kids, man, they don't even have that type of relationship with their own parents, bro. Like, I can't have a child and not have a relationship with them. I can't go to sleep not knowing if my kid has eaten or have a good day. Yeah. Like, I can't do that, man.
Well, see, and I think, some people always like, my dad works with a bunch of different people, and me, my brother, and my nephew, we're kind of close with my dad. Like, me and my brother are close, and we go out and do things. Like, I will tell you, like, we go out and we do, like, we'll go out eat or we'll go out to the movies and stuff, like, before the pandemic. And my dad would tell, like, one of his coworkers would be like, oh, so what you doing today? Oh, me, Tony, and my other son, go to the movies, like, those you guys are Hispanic, or, you know, I mean, you guys, what do you guys white? And it's like, just because we have like that bonding time with our father, don't mean we're
Right,
white.
yeah.
Right. Like, come
Yeah.
on, man. People.
He was, I would never go to the movies with my father like that. It's like, I don't know, like, I get not being super close, but something ain't right if you don't want to spend any time with your father. You know?
I love my dad, bro. My dad just passed away last year back in May, and it's like every day I think about that man, bro. Because he taught me a lot. He taught me how to be street smart, and it wasn't as he got older he was able to lead a street life alone, but it was still in him though.
Right.
And between him and my mom, they did a good job, bro. I'm not even gonna flex. Like, even though he wasn't like one of those typical dads, but he was still cool. Like, he did what he had to do, and I respect that man to this day because he overcame a lot before he passed away. He overcame a lot, and that's one of the things I think about every day. I'm like, man, he really did say he was gonna. He did what he said he was gonna do. That's my man's. Like, for real.
That's what's up, man.
But he was funny though, man.
Yeah, I know you showed me some of the old clips you had.
Man, he was hilarious.
I
bro.
see where you get your humor from.
Man, I remember one time I told my dad was a street dude.
Yeah.
And my dad was on he was on Rockwell and Potomac during the time he saw this what he thought was a chick walking down the street. She had a gold chain on. My dad used to stick people up in the hood.
Uh-huh.
He was like, man, Trey, I'm a sticker, Trey. And he ran past, snatched the chain, took off running, but it was a tranny.
Oh, damn.
So my dad got scared. Like, all you heard, give me my chain back. like so my dad took the chain, threw it back. He's like, I don't even want it. I like, man, my dad was funny, man. He was like one of those funny dudes, man. I got an older brother too. I got 2 older brothers and I got 2 baby brothers. But my oldest brother, he just got out of prison. Well, I ain't gonna say just, he about 5 years now.
Yeah.
Doing this thing. But he went to prison. He got locked up when he was like 15.
Damn.
He got out when he was 32.
Damn.
Yeah, so when I say institutionalized, he's very institutionalized, but he got a little bit of sense.
Yeah.
If it come down to it, he'll pop off. Like, during my dad's funeral, him and my auntie got into it for no reason. It was like literally for no reason.
Yeah.
So he's looking at my dad's body and whatever. He's taking pictures of it. My auntie's like, hey nephew, I don't think you should take a picture. Man, shut up, I'll kill you. That's what everything like. I'm like, bro, chill. He like, I'm like, bro, that's auntie. You gonna say you gonna kill auntie? Like, chill, bro. Like, no, Trey, they all. And he whispered every time. This is prison. Like, man, Trey, every time they try to get me, man. I swear, man. I said, who is they? That's auntie. Like, it's auntie.
Yeah.
Man, Trey, don't worry about none of that. I'm like, all right, bro. Whatever, man. Because I don't want to get into no fight with you either, but I feel what you're saying. He's the type of person that be like, you just agree with him because every point he make doesn't make sense. But that's my dude, though. I love my brother, man.
Ever come up to you and say, hey, Tracy, Mexican got on boots.
Mexican got on boots, Trey. We got to run up out of here. They finna shank each other. Like, bro, he that type of person. When he came home from prison, bro, we had like a family dinner. Me and him talking and stuff. He said, Trey, watch my plate. Make sure these niggas don't put nothing on my food. I'm like, why are you whispering? Like, you've been whispering to me since you got home. So he like, man, matter of fact, Trey, come here to the room. Let's talk. I'm like, all right. So he goes to this room and he's like, I go in the room first and he peeking.
Yeah.
And he closing the door. I'm like, dude, what is wrong with you? So he trying to hit some push-ups with me. No, I'm not trying to do no. I'm not trying to do no push.
We just ate. I don't want to do
that. Bro. We cooling. But that's just him. He's
yeah, man.
He getting it together, man. He getting it together.
Well, that's got to be hard. Like we had one of Alex's coworkers. He works with now, Zolo. Shit, he spent 35 years in prison. Ooh. 35 and a half consecutive years, and then before that, I think he had said it 7.5 years before that. You know what I'm saying?
And so he been in all this.
Yeah, because he's. What he said, 60 something?
Yeah, he's like in his late 60s, right?
Yeah, fucking late 60s or something, bro. So his whole damn life he's been in jail. So I can just imagine how it is for your brothers when you've been there for like 15 or whatever to adjust, man. You know what I'm saying? That's gotta be hard.
Because he spent most of his, teenage to early adulthood.
Yeah. He don't know. Never been to prom, never knew how to drive. If you gonna ask me, if you gonna let me drive your car, I'm in my car. I'm like, never. You gotta make it up an excuse, man. I got insurance, so it's like I can't. You're not on my insurance, so if anything happens,
hell yeah.
Man, Trey ain't trying to hear none of that. You gonna let me drive, man? Huh? Like that's just,
When he started to whisper, you know he being serious.
that's
He about to pull out that shank.
that's just how he is, man.
Shit, bro. If we ever would have your brother on here, we gonna have to put the mic like straight up to his face.
Yeah.
Like, don't move from here.
Yeah, man, for sure,
I haven't put all the way up to level 10.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try. Yeah, we should get him on here, man.
Hey, if he's willing to, yeah.
Man,
I'm
he
with
always tell me all type of stories, man. He said, man, Trey, I got into it with the Kings one time in prison. Because my brother's also, he's one of the Maniac Disciples, too, from Rockwell and Potomac. He said, man, Trey, I got into it with them, Trey. I was like, what happened? He was like, man, we at church. I'm like, we in the chapel. We in the chapel, Trey, going crazy. I tried to kill last one of them. That's like he talk. I tried to kill last one of them. I was like, man, but he like that though.
Yeah.
But he slowly getting back to society. You know what I'm saying? But,
That's what's up, man.
yeah. My dad did some time in California State Penitentiary. I don't even know what he did. He did something bad, but yeah, he was locked up for a little bit, in and out of jail. But man, everybody in the hood respected him though. You go to Humboldt Park and you ask them if they know Trey Dogg, they like, yeah, you know Trey Dogg. They respected him. But my mama too. My mom was gangster. My mom, everybody on 87 know my mom. My mom used to cook, have barbecues, and all the dragons used to come to her and cook, eat some food and stuff. Like,
that's dope, man.
Yeah, they thought we was dragons. That's how, like they thought we was dragons.
Yeah.
We go home walking from school. They thought the kings and stuff thought my sisters and them was dragons. Like, no, we ain't dragons. We just cool. We just feed the block.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's like I hear all the time, man. I'm from Chicago, bro, but I ain't trying to go back, bro.
Never.
Fuck that shit.
Never. I'll be driving through Escanaba sometime, and I'll just be like,
fuck that, bro.
I drove through a couple times, man. I got tinted windows. I let my windows down, and I be playing like Miley Cyrus and stuff. I'm like, yes, I love this song. Can I put my hands up and play? Hey, where you from, bro? I'm not from here at all, bro. I'm trying to go home to my son, bro.
Hell yeah, bro. Like,
and they still bang like that. I don't know if you remember, bro, but like they had like little stations. It'd be a group of guys on one end of the corner. It'd be another guy like say on commercial, like little groups. Like it's really like that still, bro. Like, man, it's crazy. They and like back when I was growing up, they protected the hood. Like it was they protected the hood.
Yeah.
And I remember there's the dude named Diego. He always used to tell me when I was little. He was like, "You see the Latin Kings?" He said, "Never liked them." I was like, "Man, I like all people though, Diego. You can't tell me that, bro. They don't never like them." But as I got older, bro, they was like some of the most vicious people in the world, bro. I know some of them that's cool, but a lot of them were so vicious, man. I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna get away from these guys, dude.
Yeah, bro, definitely.
Escanaba, bro. That was 87. Like, where you from too, bro? It's wild, bro. My cousin got killed over there. Like, I think he got killed on 83rd in Buffalo.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, he was a dragon too. Yeah. He had got into it with some I want to say some kings and stuff, and they killed him, bro. Like it was wild.
Yeah,
like
it's that area, and it's crazy because like my girlfriend, cause I went by there a couple of times, you know, just to like show her like where I'm from and shit. Cause I actually always go visit her at her house or her parents' house, you know, when they lived over there. But shit, you know, being like you said, bro, being from Chicago, you know, me living here in Indiana, bro, I got my concealed carry, bro. I carry that shit everywhere. So if you a Chicago cop and you hear this shit, fuck y'all. I carry my shit everywhere, bro. And every time I go over there, bro, you know, I'll go strapped and shit, bro, because you never know.
Know.
And then back then, I had all black Impala 04 SS. Bro.
Oh, you had the hood. You had the hood dude car.
You know what I'm saying? I had sounds and shit, tinted windows, all black, chrome wheels and shit. So I was like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Now every time I used to hate fucking going over there, bro. And because there was always somebody, bro, throwing up the crown to me or throwing up buddies and shit to me. And like, bro, I'm nothing, bro. I'm just here trying to chill my girl shit. But this shit, I would always tell her, like, yeah, you know, I lived here and, you know, I seen this and that. And she always thinks, like, our area was, like, the worst. I'm like, you live in Little Village, bro.
Little Village?
Yeah.
Please. Well, yeah. That's Ganaba. We could breathe a little bit. Little Village, you can't.
Well, I know my story about Little Village. Me and see Busta, Christian, my nephew for y'all that don't know. We have family from Detroit. They came out here, and they wanted to go to Little Village, and they wanted to go because they have the.
Hey, they didn't want to go downtown.
Well, they wanted. Yeah, no, it's weird. They wanted to go to Little Village because they had that. I'm gonna sound white again. Ponderia.
Oh,
because they have those good. There's like cheese stuff. Things, and then they have the Almagro shop.
Oh, yeah.
So they wanted to go for all that, and then so we had a cousin. She wanted us to go, so we're like, yeah, we'll go. And me and this dude, we're not even thinking about it. This is how we're from out here. We don't even think about this shit. Like you guys are talking about colors. We're both wearing beige.
Hell yeah.
So we're in 26th Street.
26.
And we're walking, and this dude's like, 2-6 killer, this and that, King Love, King, and then this and that. And I'm like, bro, I looked at him, I was like, bro, I ain't shit. And he goes, what? He started walking towards me. Christian pulled me in the store, and I'm like, bro, I'm kind of like freaking out. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? He's like, shit, we're both wearing beige and black. I'm like, and we have fucking fresh haircuts with designs in them and shit. So we're like, oh shit. And then I'm trying to make myself feel better because, like I said, there was this SUV that we started to notice that was like circling around us.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're looking for us. I know that's what it is.
You went to that mall?
Well, yeah.
Oh, that discount mall?
Yeah.
Shit.
And then we call my aunt, and we're letting her know like the situation, and she's like, well, we're at this restaurant. You guys go to the restaurant. Shit with our grandmother from Detroit. Sit with her. We'll pull the thing out. We'll put the van up, and then we'll get in the van and we'll leave.
Yeah.
And Christian's like, I don't know if we can make it. And I'm like, we're fine. I know, I'm not an idiot. I'm not an idiot.
No.
I'm just trying to make myself feel better at this point, right? I look at my cousin and Christian, and I'm like, hey, it's daytime. We're safe. And then they go, people get shot in the daytime all the time, Chris. What the fuck? And I'm like, I'm trying to make myself feel better here, right? But we, when we're out to the restaurant, we noticed that SUV got pulled over by the cops, and I'm like, now we have to make for it now. But I'm guaranteed, that SUV was looking for us. I know it was.
Yeah. Well, that's what's crazy too, bro. It's like you say, you guys didn't know. You just the wrong place, the wrong time.
Well, you guys would have known better than
you
would have told your family.
I would have never went in.
Well, you would have told your family don't even know. Let's go downtown.
Yeah. Well, we used to go to Little Village all the time.
Yeah.
We'd go for the parades out there. Just
Fiesta
to go eat. Hell yeah. Go to eat and shit. Whatever. Because all the best restaurants are out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just the biggest. It's Little Village. It's all Mexican.
That's where you're gonna find the most authentic restaurants, probably.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you have your towns, a Little Greek or Little Italy and Chinatown and everything else. And if you want the best fucking food from that culture, bro, you go to those areas.
Yeah,
you know
now Greek Town, that's my spot. But
yeah, I've never been there.
We'd have to check it out if this COVID stuff ever goes over.
I heard of it.
Greek Town is good. Like if you want to get a gyro,
it's in Little Village.
It's in downtown, kind of by Halsted.
Greek Town.
If you want a real Greek gyro, or gyro, however you pronounce it, go there. That shit's fire.
Well, shit, you tell me you're the Greek one.
Right.
I'm just saying. Other people call it. I'm just saying. Some people call it gyro. The correct version is gyro, but people out here gyro.
I'm just call it a lamb taco, bro.
Lamb taco.
Lamb taco with white sauce on that bitch. But yeah, man, that's crazy, man. It's because I always usually meet people from Chicago, but I never, unless you're from that area that I know them and shit, I never usually meet people that are from around there.
Yeah.
I
don't either.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
Yeah.
Because you always hear I'm from Little Village, or I'm from like you said, from Humboldt Park area, or I'm from you said the South Side or the East Side or whatever, or Bucktown or some shit. But I never hear oh yeah, I'm from 87th and whatever. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was supposed to go to Bowen. I was gonna go to Bowen if I would have stayed there. My mom was not having it.
Yeah,
everybody was dropping like flies. She was like, "Not my baby, not my baby." I was just like, "Hey, mom, we gonna move." But Indiana was I just felt like Indiana was a bunch of wannabe gangsters, bro. We had, I ain't gonna lie, it's some kids here or people here that's real gangsters, but I seen a lot of it that was fake. Cause I'm I come from the trenches,
right.
87 Escanaba, bro. That's the trenches, I'm literally in the heart of the freaking dragons, bro.
Yeah.
So I know real when I see real. And that's what I was brought up around. A lot of people was so fake. I was just oh my
Well, I know you went to Martin for a little bit, so
Oh, yeah.
that's when you seen all the fake ass motherfuckers. All the
bro.
fake.
This one dude was like, came up to me and you GD? I'm like, what? I said, bro, we're both in acting class right now. We both are in Mr. Tobby's improv class. Why you ask me am I GD? No, I'm not GD. I don't gangbang. Oh, King Love. I'm like, okay, whatever, bro. Have fun.
Well,
Like,
remember the client at companion that claimed his dad was the leader of the.
oh man, dude said his daddy was a blood disciple. Then he said his dad, white dude.
Yeah.
Then he said his
White
daddy
from Southern Indiana.
Southern Indiana. Did I say blood? I meant he was Great Streep.
Grape shit.
At this point, man, I'm gonna just let you talk. Oh yeah, you know you living in La La Land right now. So I'm like, man, I was like, okay, that's what's up. What are you trying to imply here? Like, I don't.
Honestly, bro, like before we moved out, and I might sound stupid as fuck, but I didn't know there was East Chicago or Heaven in the Indiana ever.
I never knew.
I knew Indiana was next to it, bro, but I never.
Well, see,
Bro, I never knew.
I can tell some people don't know because I didn't know that until when we had Rich on, and I remember we were talking about where I was from because he asked, and I was like, oh, I'm Indiana, but I was born in East Chicago. He goes, oh, so you are from Illinois, Chicago. I'm like,
Right.
oh, not really.
Yeah,
that's what they call it, East Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that's crazy because I remember I was crying my ass off because I obviously didn't want to leave my fucking friends behind, because we would play all the time and shit. And then we just up and left when I was like 10, 11 years old. And I was like, Mom, where are we going to? And she's like, we're going to East Chicago. No, she said, we're going to Hammond. I was like, where the hell is that at? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? And we ended up going, to our first house in Hammond. They were renting and shit. Bro, I bawled my ass out. Like, oh, what the fuck's here? Like, I don't know anybody here. Bro.
And like when I was in Escanaba, we had like the biggest apartment building on 87, and like my auntie stayed upstairs, and my uncle stayed on the other side. We stayed on the second floor, and my uncle and his wife stayed on the other side. And it was like a family. Like it was like I had family down the street, so it was like, man, it was crazy. When I came to Gary, I'm like, man, where's the sidewalks? So my mom was like, it's cool, you're gonna like it. You know who was born here? I was like, who? Michael Jackson. I was like, what? Michael Jackson was born here? I never knew that. So she took me Michael Jackson level. I was like, man, that's lame. I'm like, take me back to Chicago, Mom. I don't want to be here. But I'm happy she did get me out of Chicago. Ain't no telling where I'd be at, man.
Definitely, man. That's what I always think too. Like, cause after when I told you I went to Arnold Morales or when it was Phil Sheridan, but I also went to Nino's Heroes.
Nino's Heroes, yeah.
I went there and shit, and we ended up leaving after I think 4th grade.
Yeah, my sisters went to Nino's Heroes.
Yeah, dude, definitely. And, dude, if we didn't leave, I would have went to Bowen.
Yeah, I would have went to Bowen too. And
who knows what the fuck would have happened to me? You know what I'm saying?
You remember? Are you familiar with Basel Park and Russell Square? It's the Russell Basel Park is that school. Is that park right next to Bowen?
Okay. Oh, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, dude, I'm talking about. It used to be so many shootouts over there.
Oh yeah, dude. We used to play soccer there and shit, and we wouldn't be able to go there because you couldn't go there and you couldn't go to fucking Calvin Park.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you had the opposite gang out there always fighting each other.
Yep.
And, like, right there by Bowen, bro, you had Dragons and Kings and whoever else was fighting over there. Yep. You couldn't go to no fucking park bases.
Yeah,
bro.
and Russell Square, that's where all the Kings was at.
Oh,
and
shit.
it was like, it was no escaping. Like, it was, like, literally nowhere you can go, like, without, you know what I'm saying? But the good thing about back then, like I said earlier, they used to be like, hey, man, get your kids up out of here. We go down. They used to do that. It used to be gang members come knock on the door and be like, hey, make sure y'all staying down. It's finna go down tonight. Like, and when it went down, they'll tell us.
Yeah. And now it's just, you're outside and here, pow, pow, pow.
Kill everybody.
Yeah, damn near.
Hey, fool, she's an old lady, dude. Kill her.
Yeah.
Like, nowadays, you hear a lot more, like, not that I always paid attention to the news when I was younger, but I feel like I hear more about, like, casualties, like, people getting shot, like innocents being killed.
Yeah, man.
Always the wrong people getting
It's like
killed.
always like a kid that was just like on his porch, playing on his porch, get killed by a stray bullet.
Not even inside their house. Like I think it was a little girl who was a couple months old or something.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many stories you hear fucking from coming from Chicago, but I think in particular this one, I think she was a couple months old. Fucking bullet went through the goddamn side of the house, bro. I think it ended up shooting her in the head. And she was in her crib, I think sleeping.
Yeah, she was in her crib.
That's sad, bro. It was this one kid. His name was Raymond. He grew up on Escanaba too, white boy, and we always knew that he was gonna be bad, bro. Like I said, I had a whole lot of family on Escanaba, so white dude used to try to tweak it us. We used to beat him up, but I had came to the hood one day, and he comes up to me, yeah, I'm a dragon now. Okay, whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
So, literally, 2 or 3 weeks later, he ended up killing, a little girl. She had bent down to tie her sister's shoe, and he shot the girl in the head. Shooting at somebody else.
Wow.
And didn't hit the person.
Yeah, that's I'm telling you, bro, I don't know, man. This is like I said, like we said earlier, there was always respect back then. You know, in the 90s, there was respect. There was a hierarchy.
There was a code, right? There was
more
of a
definitely.
Code back
you know,
then.
it was like, dude, you don't shoot kids. You don't do this, that, whatever. Unless obviously, because even then, bro, even you would get passes like if you were opposite gang and you see that dude you're beefing with, but he's with his kids, you don't do that shit. You're like, all right, I'll catch your ass. But you let him know, bro. You know, you're lucky, bro. This time, you know what I'm saying? Nowadays, they don't give a fuck. They'll shoot the kid and you. You know what I'm saying? That's fucked up.
Well, yeah, one of my best friends, the boy Felipe I was telling you about. Yeah, they killed one of his brothers, coming out of Ozzy's on 87. And he didn't even gangbang. They hit the wrong person. Yeah. It was crazy. That's when stuff started changing and everything, bro.
Yeah, bro.
But let me ask you, do you think some of the behavior that the kids are displaying, do you think is just pent up aggression, or you think it's from the videos and stuff? Because now when I was little, well, I ain't gonna say little, but when I was younger, we barely seen people on the videos toting guns, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We never really seen that.
That's the music videos now that you see, definitely the music, the real music they listen to. That's all you see is guns waving around. I don't know, man.
Honestly, dude, I don't know if you guys ever think about this, but obviously growing up, I grew up on Bone Thugs and Harmony, from Chicago 666, Psycho Realm, all that shit, and but we didn't really have internet back there, so we didn't see really videos, and we didn't really see all that shit. So yeah, I think it could be because of the videos, and then it could be all the technology we have nowadays. But just kids are just soft as fuck these days, bro. And if you do have pent up aggression, guess what, bro? If some dude's fucking with you or some person's fucking with you, growing up, you fight that person. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well, everybody's scared.
I don't want to say best friends, but there's guys that I would even say I used to get into fights I think it stopped in high school. High school I never did, but middle school I used to get into a few fights every now and then. After we fought, that was it. We weren't best friends, but we would there was respect there. All right, we fought it and we got it out. Bro, it was never an issue again.
Yeah.
You know what
there's
I mean?
something about a closed fist hitting your fucking face.
Yeah, man.
To make you be all right, why we fight? Why am I mad, bro? It's done with now. You know what I'm saying? Unless obviously you do something that really pissed me off or do something fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But bro, if you're angry because you're getting bullied, bro, instead of crying about it and going on social media and making posts oh my god, this or that, bro. Tell him, dude, hey, you got a problem with me, bro? Square up, bro. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Man. If you don't want to, all right, say that. But stop fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? It is just, that's what it is, too, bro.
A lot of these kids not taught to have that backbone how we, you know what I'm saying? How you said how your parents was, how your parents was. A lot of these kids is not taught to have a backbone and speak up for themselves, man. I don't get it. You see somebody. They constantly getting bullied, constantly getting bullied. They not doing anything about it. They're just sitting there and taking it. That's crazy to me. And I feel like that's something that come from home.
Yeah, and then the parents wonder oh, my kid was a good kid, and now this kid ended up, harming themselves or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's you could have avoided all that shit. Obviously, there is some cases that have mental issues because obviously our parents, at least my parents, they didn't know nothing about that. Coming from Mexico, bro, they don't know none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So even if I did have mental issues, with shit, I probably do. I just still don't know because I was never taught to kind of show my feelings or talk about my feelings like that. And a lot of these kids just have pent up feelings like I did, but I had strong parents, to be dude, what the fuck are you doing? Stop crying or stop doing this. And it was parents nowadays, they encourage you to cry and talk about your feelings, which is cool. Don't get me wrong. It's okay to cry and it's okay to talk about your feelings, but something's got to fucking give because that shit ain't working either. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the fuck, man.
I think what it is too is I was always put in sports, so I think that's where I would let a lot of my like frustrations out.
Yeah.
Like I did. It don't look like I did, but but I was always in like Little League, or I was also in Pop Warner football. So a lot of times, definitely with Pop Warner football, if I was mad about something, I would leave it out on the field there. Like, but I think some kids do need that outlet that they don't get because sometimes the parents don't want to put that effort into it.
Bro, playing sports is fucking good for you, man. Like you exercise. You get your anger out. You make friends, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a bad day. You know, you talk to your friend, man, what's wrong, man? Fuck this shit, bro. Like, come on, let's play this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you let that shit out, bro. You play better.
Yeah.
You know, with aggression, you play a lot better. With emotion.
I think, like, with playing sports and stuff, with me, it got me, it helped me to see it's, like, so many different personalities and how to deal with them.
Yeah.
And not so much from the talent-wise, being the best player, but it actually got me to see, like, man, so this person acts like this, so the way that I act with this person, I can't act with this person because this person is way goofier than
And then I think that's what helped us with that job. With those kids, because we would see them and we get a read from them, we're like, okay, I know to treat this one different than this one, you know, as far as I know to approach this one different than this one because of the way they were brought up or the way that they're acting.
Yeah.
Like if this one is going crazy and talking to himself, I know how to deal with him. This one is just a street kid. Okay, I know how to deal with him.
Yeah.
it was, man, being at that job, bro, it used to have me going crazy sometimes, bro. Like it just changed like my way of thinking. Some days I'd be cool and some days I just feel like coming in like on straight go mode.
Yeah, I usually tell like certain, because like when Tracy worked there, I used to be like weekend guy, but then I ended up becoming a day team lead, and Tracy was a midnight, and Tracy fucked with me. So if he I needed help that day, if he was filling up to it, he would stay and help like as long as he could, if he could. And there's just some days where I could tell Tracy was just out of it. I'm like, I'm not even gonna ask him because this kid pissed him off today. Tracy needs to get out of here.
I used to look at him like Denzel. All right, okay, that's what you're talking about, right? you want to be defiant, huh? That's what you're talking about.
Remember that?
Chris, go get him. Go sit on him, Chris. I remember that time we went down to one. This dude is funny. So one day, one of the clients was tweaking on the unit under us.
The smaller kids, like younger kids.
Yeah. So, but it was a big dude on there. His name was CJ Cortez. Was his name. I don't care. So Chris goes downstairs and he's looking at him like, bro, what is wrong with you? Walks in, he's like, what's wrong with you? Oh, okay, Mr. Chris. I'm gonna do good in school. I'm gonna get all A's. But they need that though, and it's just like,
well, see, that kid. Not gonna lie, that kid was he was a horrible client. But the thing is, he knew who to fuck with and not to. So if me and Tracy came down there, he knew like I'm not gonna get away with shit. Like we had to go down there, me and then me, Tracy, and then this other team lead, TJ. We took over the unit for the whole day. They were angels because they knew like, oh, we're not gonna get shit. We're not gonna get away with shit today.
Yeah, and Alejandro, man, this dude, they hated him because
he kept it honest with them.
He kept it honest. He was straight up. He was outside playing basketball. So this other dude we had named Nick. He said, "So you think if I work on my jumper, you think I can make it?" Alejandro like, "No, you suck." Like, no. Dude was trying to explain. He said, "No. You know, like if I get good, like, no, you're never gonna make it. You're suck. You got to figure out another career." Like. I was like, dang, Alejandro had one of his favorite clients was Jordan. I feel like
you heard about Jordan before, right?
I don't know if I did.
He was that dirty client that we were talking about. He would never take showers.
Oh, okay.
And he would never change his underwear, and it would stand up. Like
he
was very very. He didn't have any education, so we would try to help him out. He didn't know how to spell his own name, Jordan. Yeah. It's horrible that we're laughing, but you have to know the kid would laugh about it too.
He'll laugh about it too.
Well, you know, I get it. Like a lot of people, like, and that's the thing too is like a lot of people like who hear this be like, "Damn, why the fuck are they laughing about these unfortunate kids?
Yeah.
You don't fucking work there. You don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
It sounds bad, but when you're actually there, it's different.
Like,
Sometimes you gotta laugh, bro.
Yeah, man.
He doesn't make no sense when he tried to explain himself.
So it'd be like, man, you getting a consequence because you didn't wake up to take math pass. Shoe like. This how you taught us. Shoe like. So I'm gonna get a consequence, but at the same time that I didn't wake up. What? What did you just say? Like, but that was Alejandro dude though. Him and Jordan was cool. They man, dude, yeah, the job was crazy, man.
Sometimes I used to get like so comfortable with the kids, like with Jordan. Were you there when I was just like, "Hey, Jordan, go hit the bathroom for hygiene." Hey, Jordan, baby, come on.
Yeah.
He was just smiling when I called him that. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, we build relationships with the kids, man. I don't think the job itself don't want you to do that because the kids get comfortable.
Right.
Well,
But
I
see,
mean,
that's-
shit, it's better that than, hey, go do that. Nah, get away from me. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
see, that's
It's
the
better
thing
than-
too. Like, I used to tell the kids, like, "Hey, man, focus on yourself," because there's times where like a kid would disrespect me or Tracy or Alejandro.
Yeah.
They would disrespect us, and they would get mad and want to go fight that kid. Like, "Hey, yo, you're here for yourself. Don't worry about him. I'm here. I'm supposed to deal with it.
Yeah, I get to go home after this. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Your ass is like, you're
Gonna
here,
get
bro.
into a fight, and you're gonna be in your room all day.
Yeah.
Don't worry about me. I appreciate it. I
Right.
get that we have this bond, but I'll deal with him. You know what I
Man,
mean?
Hector used to just scare the kids, man. One time, Hector came downstairs and acting like straight Batman. Like, he changed his voice and everything. He was like, "Yeah, you see them over there? Those my family. I don't play with my family. You mess with them, you mess with me." The kids don't.
It's funny because I know
You see
Hector,
the
man.
Hector?
I can see him doing that.
I'm like,
yeah.
Hector, and so Hector takes his hair out of the ponytail. I'm like, "Well, how you take your hair out of the ponytail?" So takes his hair out of the ponytail. He's like, "Yeah, these are my family. I hurt you." I'm like, "Dang, Hector, okay." I'm like, man, but it was cool though. They like to this day, man. A lot of people be like, "Man, them was our favorite client." They still be talking about these two fools over here, man. They're like, "Man, why did Alejandro leave?" Man, I be missing you though, man. You have me dead. Bro. Dude's freaking hilarious, man. But I like the job, just helping the kids out.
Yeah.
It would be better if the guys were still there, but
The company wasn't the greatest company, but the staff I work with and the kids.
Oh, so you're still there?
yeah, I'm still there.
Oh, okay. I thought you said he was working at
He works at
I
Costco
work
in there.
at, yeah, I
Oh, you work
at-
at both.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Japan, I do midnights.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But it's cool. Man,
Yeah.
It is what it is. I just try to help them kids, man. That's
Yeah, man,
what it's all
definitely
about. Make sure they ain't out there drug dealing, gang banging, and slanging, man.
Yeah,
So,
man. Shit. Dude, this is crazy, man. Like, I don't know how, I think we've been going for like 2 hours now, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This shit, I mean, it's good though, man. It's
That's
just-
crazy, man. You from the same hood I'm from? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
See, I didn't know. I knew that you had connections with Humboldt Park.
Yeah.
I didn't know you guys were like.
Yeah, because you had told me.
Yeah.
'Cause I had text, or because we were here yesterday. We were watching the McGregor fight and shit, and we had recorded the episode last night, and he was telling me, "Oh yeah, Tracy confirmed for tomorrow, which is today." Like, "Oh, for sure, just let me know what time and shit." And I was like, because I don't know him. I was like, because usually, when I record somebody, like we did earlier, like what can we say? What can you say? Kind of your background a little bit, so I know how to work.
Approach it, yeah.
Work the mic to be like, all right, so ask you this or ask you that. And because he told me that you were from Humboldt Park, so I was like, oh, that's cool. You can talk about that. I'm from Chicago too, but not from that area. But yeah, I guess he didn't know either that you were from.
Yeah. I grew up. My dad was from Humboldt Park. I did. I
Right.
spent a lot of time over there too,
Mm.
but I was between back and forth. 87 is where I'm originally from.
Right.
But Humboldt Park is where I go spend time with my dad and stuff, and yeah.
Definitely, man.
Well,
Yeah,
See,
I miss
when-
87, man. 87. I'm gonna give me some hoodies that say 87.
I would too, but I ain't going over there with that.
I'm gonna stay out here in Indiana with it.
Hey, they were like, hey, let that hoodie with man. Don't go there,
87
man.
and what? Crown Point, fool.
well, it's been great having you here, man.
Oh, man, for
Hope in
sure.
the future that you want to come back.
Oh yeah, for sure. We gotta do this
man.
again, man. Let's clown next time. I have my brother with me.
Well, yeah, because we got another mic coming in. I don't know, because of the pandemic shit, it's like taking forever to come in.
Yeah, but hopefully it's here this week, and then we can start having 2 guests. Maybe 4 of us, and it can be off the walls.
My brother got that mic.
Oh, that's what it was.
He went to Amazon and took it.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, Trey, they ain't getting this mic. I'm finna make my album. I'm like, man, he got one of those sexy, sweet voice. Yeah, this is for all the ladies. But yeah, man, I want to come back. Man,
Well, you know, cool, it's been great talking. You know, getting to know more about what you grew up with, and then just reminiscing on the old crazy stuff.
The old days, man. I miss it. I miss them
definitely.
days.
But shit, I mean, other than that, man, if you ain't got nothing else, I'll wrap this bitch up.
Yeah, go ahead, Freddy.
Well, shit, it's been fun. You know, with Tracy, and from the Smoker Section podcast to you guys, smoke a motherfucking stogie, bitch.
Welcome to the Romeo y Juileta podcast.